I'd like to personally thank all the schools that came out to support the Inside the Program 941 Boys Basketball Media Day. This started as a vision that I had to simply celebrate our student athletes and allow the community to get an inside look at who these young men are. And it turned into something that exceeded my expectations. I first like to acknowledge our host sponsor, IMG Academy, as they opened up the doors, rolled out the red cap carpet, and made sure that we felt just like home. Thank you. I'd like to thank all our media partners, specifically Mr. Xavier McKnight from ABC7, who conducted all our one-on-one interviews with the coaches and did an amazing job. Truth be told, our media partner who did our coach and team interviews, thank you guys, thank you guys, and thank you guys. Premier Choice Group, who was our event and brand coordinator, they did a great job of just hosting the event and making sure everything was top-notch. And Visionary Club as a donation sponsor. Today's event couldn't happen without all parties involved, and I'm extremely honored and I'm extremely grateful for everybody that participated. Now, let's play ball.
All right, we are back here at the 941 Boys Basketball Media Day here at IMG Academy, and pleased to be joined now by Bayshore Bruins head coach Trey Alexandria. Coach, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, now you are entering your first year here with this program as the lead man at the helm. You're taking over a program that went 5-21 a year ago, 0-3 in district play. What was your message to these guys on day one?
The message was just being real with ourselves. Yes, we went 5-21. Yes, we went 0-3, but knowing there's work to do. So being able to have that dog mentality, being strong, and not knowing that we can't relax. You know, we don't have any opportunity to relax and take plays off. You know, we have to be hungry from day one.
Now, I have to ask what exactly your process was like to get here to this point, because just a few years ago, you were playing basketball on the collegiate level. So how did it come about for you to have this opportunity?
So last year I was able to be at Southeast High School as an assistant coach for varsity, as well as the head coach for JV. So being able to just come back is something I knew that I was going to do. I didn't know when. So I'm just thankful to be able to impact these kids and take the knowledge that I learned from the collegiate level and pour into them so that they can be better than who I was.
You mentioned Southeast High School. You're an alumnus of that school as well. You played your high school ball there, class of 2016.
Yep.
And now you're having this opportunity here at Bayshore, one of the rivals of Southeast. But overall, and you just touched on it a little, but I'll ask the question still anyway. What does it mean for you to be able to pour back in the community that poured so much into you and that continues to pour so much into you?
We need more leaders out here, you know, so the kids have to have somebody, a model to follow. And I feel like, you know, I'm relatable to them. You know, I'm close in age, as you can see. So they know that my experience is they're able to learn from them and just be better.
You know, from when you took over on day one to where we are now, just being a few weeks away from tip-off, have you already noticed some night and day type of differences with how the guys are taking an approach to the game?
Yeah, it's a new energy, and I've heard that from several people that have came into the Bayshore's gym. It's new life. You know, the kids feel the energy. You know, they feel the new coaching staff. You know, how we're pushing them, holding them accountable is the most important thing. So it's definitely a new mindset, and they're hungry and ready to compete.
You mentioned how you're pushing them and how you're coaching them. What does that getting better by at least 1% each day look like for this group?
What does it look like? It looks like learning, taking in what the coaches are saying to them and executing it. You know, we're big on executing. You know, we could go over and watch film and do drills, but if you're not executing, you know, you're not doing anything. So just being able to have the mindset, if I fail, I'm still going to try to do it, you know. So going all out is what we preach to the kids.
I have to mention this because, I mean, it's just the truth. When it comes down to athletics at Bayshore, they've been known as somewhat of the cellar dwellers in the community for years now. But there's been a shift within these past 2 years or so, I would say, specifically with the football program, where they were a year ago only winning one game to now they're going to the playoffs for the first time in 20 years. With this program and how you're taking over, Have you had a chance to have some conversations with Coach Ace Sanders and members of that staff on what it's taken for them to build up a program, and are you taking any lessons from what they've done into what you and your staff are doing?
Yeah, so from the football team, all the way to the wrestling, we're all close knit. So we have meetings, we all talk, but also I'm a local kid. Ace is local as well, so we've already had a relationship before this. So the theme that they had was the rejected will be respected, and we're taking that same mindset into this season.
I have to ask, are you also drawing motivation from the fact that you have teams like the wrestling team that have had guys who have gone to state and done well too?
Right. Of course. It's the standard. So we're building Bayshore up. We know what it was in the past, but that doesn't mean it always has to stay that way. So if you have the right people in place to be able to push the kids, then we'll see what we'll do.
How are you encouraging your players to cultivate relationships amongst each other off the court to help build more camaraderie and chemistry with each other that way that should help translate to better results on the court?
Just being able to spend time with each other. So we have time where we eat together. We'll have breakfast, we'll have lunch together. Being able to just build those relationships that when you get on the court, you know who you're playing with. You know what they're good at, you know what they're not good at. So that trust aspect is huge for us.
How much do you have these guys also getting involved in the community?
So we've had recently a Stuff the Bus. We went, I think it was last month, where we went and just helped out, serving over, we had food that served over 100,000 families. So being able to give back in the community, that's something that means a lot to me. So I'm making sure that it means a lot to me. The kids know the importance of giving back.
And what has the response been like from the community since you have taken over as head coach at Bayshore? Especially with you being a local guy.
It's been great. I have a village behind me, so it's a lot of people that are very excited, and they're not going to be surprised with how Bayshore are going to turn out in the next few years.
Right. So what's your message that you want to share to the community right now that they're going to see when they come out and they see Bayshore Bruins basketball?
When you see Bayshore Bruins basketball, you're going to see a competitive team. A team that's not going to give up, a team that's going to have fun, and a team that's going to have impactful young men.
All right, Coach Trey Alexandria joining us here at the 941 Boys Basketball Media Day at IMG Academy. Coach, thanks so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bayshore High School, welcome to 941 Basketball, right? Media Day. This is our first one. We're so happy to have you guys be a part of this program. And the thing about it is, about this program, what about your program, right? And Coach, this is your first year at Bayshore High School, right? A team that went 5-21 last year. As far as the players, that only team, I know some players have departed from the program. But this is a new era. What do you foresee this season? What are some things that you see that needs to kind of come together in jail to make this season a success for your players and for the program?
Well, first of all, appreciate y'all for having us. So we know what the record was, 5-21. But every day we strive to be better. All right. So I tell the guys every day workouts, summer workouts. We just had tryouts. Try to be 1% better. All right. We know that we can't change the course of the program in one day. So we have to take our time and take it one day at a time.
Yeah. So I mean, like you said, we know what the schedule was. I mean, the record was last year. But what enticed you? Like, why Bayshore though? Why come to Bayshore? I mean, because just to be honest, right? And I'm just be honest. I'm from this area, and Bayshore probably wasn't known as a basketball factory, right? But why you chose Bayshore High School to come and take on this and work with these particular group of kids?
Well, one thing about it, these kids are talented. These kids are talented. They just need somebody to pour into them.
Right.
That's all. Shout out to the football team. They got a quote that they say, "The rejected will be respected."
Yes.
It's the same thing this way.
There it is. Coach, who you brought along with you? Who you got with you today?
Okay, so to my right, I got Dwight, sophomore. Landon Horn, sophomore. And I have my senior on my side, Anthony Matu.
Players, so what are y'all looking for this season? What are y'all looking to get out of this season?
We're looking to go far in this season, looking to build Bayshore. We're coming here to make a name for Bayshore. Yeah.
What about you, Landon?
Make a change for Bayshore, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Change the culture in the program and win districts. That's one of my goals.
About you,
One of our
Anthony?
goals.
We trying to improve every day, get better than we did last year. Overall, we're trying to do better and go to districts.
Okay.
I wanted is it Parm, the senior from last year?
Keyshawn Parm.
Okay, so instead of talking about that right there, what did you guys do over the summer and football season to get that was last year. We are going to put obviously we got a new coach, young players with a senior right here. What did you do specifically to build and get better as basketball players?
Oh, I built on myself. I built on myself hard. I feel like I worked this summer. I worked hard. Oh, yeah, sorry guys. I feel like I worked hard this summer. Built myself to make a name from Bayshore, build Bayshore up, good.
Just putting in countless hours of work, just grinding every day over the summer, even now, you know what I'm saying, until the season starts. Just working.
I've been working all summer, putting in the extra work every day, trying to get teammates to go with me to go practice and everything, so all of us can do better during the season.
Everything though, that includes everything, running, weight room, everything,
Yeah,
all
yes,
of that.
sir, yes, sir.
It was just
Work
a good
hard.
off season for everybody.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Anthony, been alone senior. What does it mean to the team to bring a young point guard, but very experienced point guard? What does that mean, and what do you feel like Landon would bring to this new Bayshore High School team?
He brings a lot with us, man. He brings energy that we need a lot, and that's going to help us everything. A good point guard who can pass the ball, score, play defense, and everything like that, too.
Yeah. What are some of your strengths and weaknesses?
My strengths are playing defense. I'm going to go hard 100% every single time I'm on the court. In practice, I'm going to try to push everybody and try to improve every day that we are out there.
Landon, coming from Southeast High School last year, you played there your freshman year. What do you see as far as how this team is going to gel together and play as one unit? What do you see as maybe one of your biggest challenges?
One of my biggest challenges may be just the mindset. You know what I'm saying, from last year, 5-21, not the best record, just changing the mindset of everybody that's coming together to Bayshore.
Yep.
So just gelling together.
Yeah.
Well, look, y'all, I'm finna loosen y'all up, man. All these two guys right here, they're gonna ask all the political questions. We finna get down to the nitty gritty. Listen, y'all high school kids, I know y'all like music. What do y'all listen to before y'all games?
I listen to NBA YoungBoy. He get me ready. I listen to NBA YoungBoy during pregame. He get me ready to get on that court. Go hard.
What you got, Landon? What you got?
I mean, I know NBA YoungBoy, obviously, but sometimes you got to be calm for basketball games. It's not like football, you know what I'm saying, all energetic. So me, I listen to Beyonce. So
Okay. What you got, Anthony? What you got?
It depends on my mood for real. If I'm trying to listen to something calm, I might listen to Drake. But if I'm trying to listen to something that's going to hype me up, get me ready for the game, I might listen to YoungBoy.
What snacks you gonna eat before the game?
Snacks.
Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its?
Maybe some, if I'm trying to stay healthy, a banana. But most of the time, it's going to be some chips.
Me, I'll probably do some Skittles and I do some Skittles and then get an orange juice, put some electrolytes in there, get me ready
Okay.
on that court.
Now another question. If y'all got a favorite NBA player, who was y'all favorite NBA player and why?
as of right now, just all time.
Right now, all time, whoever.
I mean, I like VJ Ascom. He's a rookie, obviously, but he's just a dog. He got a dog mentality, and I just like his mentality. He just come from nothing. He just works all the time. So that's what I like.
Me, actually, my favorite player is Stephen Curry, but Draymond Green will be my player because he remind me of myself. For me, transferring from forward to guard, but at forward, I do stuff that Draymond Green does.
Okay, what you got, Anthony?
I would say my favorite player is Kevin Durant.
Okay.
His scoring ability and how he can easily get to the rack or easily put up a jump shot. Everything he does like that.
Okay. I'm just trying to loosen y'all up, man.
Yes, sir.
Loosen y'all up, man.
sir.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I had a guy tell me last week. Every game he wears the same underwear every week. I know that's too much information, but do you guys have I gotta have this before every single game. A drink, not anything. I gotta wear the same socks. Anything.
Not
Anybody
really.
do the same
Only
thing?
really the same thing I do is pray. Pray before the game. That's the only.
Okay.
Yeah, socks. Supreme socks. I gotta have my Supreme socks.
Same socks every
Yeah.
game.
Not the same pair, but like the same type of socks.
Gotcha.
Supreme.
Yeah.
I would say I gotta pray to God before every game because He's the one who brought me here, and then He's allowing me to play every single day, wake up every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in Manatee County, they have the teams. I believe play in-county teams like probably twice a year,
Yeah.
right? So you guys get familiar with all the teams and all the coaches. You know, from team to team, year to year, it may look a little bit different, but for the most part, you guys know everybody that's playing basketball in the county.
Yes, sir.
What player, Landon, or coach in the county do you look most forward to competing against this year?
Team I look forward to competing to against this year is Booker High School.
Why Booker?
I mean, they're in our district. They're in our way of what we want to get. So that's what I want to go against.
Okay. What about you, Anthony?
I'd say Burton River.
River.
They got a good team this year. Last year we almost beat them, and I got some friends over there too. But it'd be fun to play against them.
Okay. Yeah.
I ain't really got too much. I want to see everybody, every player, every coach. They got to see us. Yeah.
Darren, were you a part of Bayshore last year?
No, I actually wasn't. I was actually part of Parish last year. I was on JV over there.
Okay.
So coming from Parish High School, what's one of the main difference that you're seeing with Coach? That maybe from coach to coach,
Yeah.
somebody's gonna bring something a little bit
Yeah.
different, a little bit different energy. What do you like about what Coach is doing at Bayshore?
He believes in me. He puts me in the right spot. Not saying that the other coaches over there didn't believe in me, but I feel like Coach Trey, he really took that time with me, believed in me, put me in the right spot. He put me to be successful.
Absolutely.
Coach Trey, first year being a varsity basketball coach.
Yes, sir.
Man, what's on your mind? Like, are you nervous coming into this season? Because it's first year, man. First year being a varsity high school basketball coach. Because you used to be a varsity high school basketball player.
Right.
And you know how it is.
Right.
Just by being a player. So now you a coach, man. So how you mind? What's on your mind right now, Trey?
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready. I'm excited more than ever.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily have nerves because being a point guard, I've been a point guard all my life. I'm the coach on the floor. So for me, this was a seamless transition to be able to lead these young men, be able to impact them, on the court and off the court. Because ultimately, all the kids not gonna play in the NBA. They may not play professionally, but what are they gonna fall back on? So us being able to pour into them, my coaching staff. I got a great coaching staff behind me as well. So it's my first year, but my coaching staff, we really experienced.
Yeah.
So we definitely ready to impact these kids and make them the best that they can be.
That's good, man. Boy, Trey, I'm so happy for you. And I wish you good luck, man.
Yes, sir.
Getting into this coaching field, man. Watch you grow up. Now I see you're a man now. now you over a team.
Yes, sir.
So man, I'm really happy for you, man. Much success. You guys, y'all got a good coach, man. And y'all do what y'all do this year.
Yes, sir.
Coach Trey, I want to ask you this though. How do you think and how do you go about evaluating the success of your team? Because that can look different, right? In many different ways, from the small things to the biggest things. But how do you, going into the season, how do you see yourself evaluating, my team started here and now we're here? How do you go about that?
Just by the theme of what we do. We take everything day by day. So they're constantly being evaluated. I tell them that, we had workouts. We're watching. We're watching the way that you respond to adversity. So what we want to do is make them mentally strong no matter what we throw at them. they're capable of handling it. You know, so same thing with life. It's gonna be some stuff thrown at you at life that you have to be prepared for. But the stronger you are mentally, then the better off you'll be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about your relationship with the players? Coaching has changed,
Yes.
right? It's not the same coaching that from years ago, because kids take things differently. And I don't know how you coach. If you're a screamer, you're soft-spoken, but how do you see yourself mostly when it comes down to making sure that every player, because nowadays you got to do it individually. Like some player may be able to take this, other players can't.
Right.
Like, what's your approach in making sure that your message is heard and get the best out of each athlete?
I communicate with my players. I talk to them constantly, you know, not just on the court. So they know I'm coming from a good place. Just in case times where I do yell, which I have, you know, they know that I'm trying to make them better. So they're not taking anything as if coach don't like me. Like they know that my intentions of wanting them to be better.
Yep.
So I communicate with them constantly, talk to them, even asking how their day is going. That just builds trust.
Coach Alexander, I want to ask you one question. Is it hard or difficult to navigate the current climate of high school sports, especially in Florida, where everybody seems to transfer a lot? Like, what do you do to try to keep everything in house?
Well, first you got to stay true to who you are. You know, you can't change just to appease one person or one player. So we want to be able to, especially my coaching staff, the things that we believe in, we make sure the kids know it. You know, if they don't want to get with it, then they're more welcome to go. But, you know, we want to be able to have the kids trust us and know that we want them to get better. If a kid transfers, you know, that's the climate. We see what the college world is doing right now. You know, so that's just the name of the game. But just staying true to who we are as a coaching staff.
It made the head coaching job a little bit more, you know, not just X's and O's, but you got like you're like what do they call on the Lido deck of a cruise? You know, you're trying to make sure everybody gets where they're going on top of coaching a basketball team. So,
Right.
yeah.
Last question for my senior.
Yes, sir.
Win or lose, when Bayshore High School steps on the court, what is that team going to know about Bayshore after that game is over?
They gonna know that during that summer that we've improved overall. They gonna see a new Bayshore. They're not gonna see the same one from last year. They're gonna see one that's more improved, more hungry. We want to win out there. We're gonna give it our all every game that we play.